What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jack. I've been wanting to say this for a long, long time now. Let's get it. All right, so let's get you guys up to date. 2020, the cooties is out there. And so, you know, during the cooties, well, we're in the middle of the cooties, during this whole crazy time that we're living in, a lot of things happened. Now, back in February, before the cooties happened, me and my wife, we decided that we wanted to purchase a new home. So we went ahead and we put a down payment to start the construction of our new home. And so, everything was great. No problems. We were happy. Cooties wasn't around. It was the furthest thing from our mind. And, we were ready to take on this, financial responsibility. So March comes and the rumors start going around like, hey, this cooties thing is a little bit more serious than just the cooties. So then the lockdown happened. So during the lockdown from March to May, I did the responsible thing as a business owner. Me and my business partner, we looked at each other like, hey, listen, for our safety, we got to shut down. So we shut down for, 2 months. And during those 2 months, I went ahead and I started doing these podcasts, for YouTube. And I did 3 of them just to see how it went. And, the response was okay. I never expect a big, huge response. But I always said that I would come back to it if I had the opportunity to. And so then after the cootie lockdown, that I like to call it, the boom happened. The video boom happened and the calls were coming in. As a creator, it was just amazing. Down here in Florida, it wasn't like the lockdown, the governor was like, just go, And so me and my business partner, we were going hard. We were going real hard. And so, they stopped our construction during those 2 months. And then the builder called us and said, do you still want to continue on? And me and my wife, we were like, you know what, let's continue on. We already started the process, so let's continue on. So we went ahead and we started. And then the middle of June, unfortunately, while we were shooting a music video down in Miami, we ended up catching the cooties. And the reason I say cooties is because in YouTube, they'll shut you down if you say the C word. So I'd rather not say the C word. So we ended up doing this music video in Miami, and it was a pretty big music video. Should be out shortly. And it's kind of a secret. Shh. And so we ended up shutting down again for about another 3.5, 4 weeks, basically a month. And, either people were scared, they didn't want to do music videos with us, for obvious reasons, hey, I don't want to catch it, I don't want to catch it, I don't want to catch it. So then the fear starts setting in again, like, oh man, financially, we just, went ahead and said, okay, let's keep going on the house. Let's keep going on this, big financial burden me and my wife were facing. And, my wife's hours were cut. And so she was a little bit frightened, but we kept going, we kept pushing on. And then the phone calls started happening again. And then the boom happened again. And people started calling for music videos. People started saying, hey man, I need a Jack 9. I need a Jack 9. I need a Jack 9. And so we gave him the Jack 9. And then we started realizing, me and my business partner, we looked at each other and we say, we need our own place, man. Like we need our own creative place. Place where because we were tearing down from studio to studio. We would go to one studio, build a set, tear it down, putting in all these hours. And, we never felt like it was our home, where we can just go ahead and, create the way we wanted to. We felt constricted, jumping from studio to studio to studio. And, it gets tiring, and I have a crew to consider with their time, and also my time as well, away from my family. So we looked at each other and say, let's get our own place. And it was a decision that was made just like that. It was a spontaneous decision. We didn't think about it. And it was the best decision we ever made. The studio is amazing, one of the most creative places in Central Florida. We're super happy about it. It's actually called Secret Art Studios. Make sure you follow it on Instagram, Secret Art Studios. And it's just an amazing place to create. I feel blessed that we have a place to create. And not only did we create it for ourselves, we created it for you guys. We created it for the directors, the videographers, the photographers, anybody, even the podcasters. Whatever you guys want to do visually or even audio, we can do it there at Secret Art Studios. So that's the reason we went ahead and we did it. It was a place for us, but we also wanted everybody else to feel like home. And speaking of home, this is my new place. I'm actually doing my first podcast in my new place. This is my new home office, and I'm super excited about it. I spent so much money. I got a standing desk. I have no idea why I got a standing desk, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm ever gonna stand, but I thought it was cool as hell just to have it. So. So I went ahead and got a standing desk. I'm going to do a video later on so you guys could check out what I did, how I set it up, the furniture I chose, the color scheme. I really wanted that warm feeling, that feeling of peace, that feeling of, when I come in, this is my place of zen, if you will, for creation. So yeah, man, we made it. We're still here. Now we're in November. We started a business. Me and my wife, we bought a brand new house. Two things building at the same time, so the amount of stress was really real. So people were asking me like, yo, how did you pull this off? And to be honest with you, I really don't have an answer for you other than perseverance. So that's the word that I'm going to share with you guys today, perseverance. There's obstacles. There's going to be, so many challenges that you face, so many challenges that are ahead of you. And it's inevitable, but it feels so much sweeter and it feels so much more gratifying. And because we didn't give up. We didn't give up no matter what we faced. A lot of people in our crew, unfortunately, lost some family members, and, due to their privacy, I won't say who, but it was difficult and challenging, and it's been a difficult and challenging time, but we persevered. And that's the thing that a lot of people in 2020, stopped doing. They stopped persevering. And this was the year that you needed to persevere the most. This is the year where you needed to be a hustler the most. This is the year as a creator. This is the year that you definitely needed to make it happen. You definitely needed to go hard. And if you didn't, you missed the boat. You gotta go hard. So I'm going to leave you with that. This was the first one of many. Check me out every week. Jack 9 Films, the industry podcast. Let's get it.